It is open, my friends. Battles have yet to begin. Laughter we had in gales and floods, but if not, at least there will be blood. The sorrow and loss may abound. We'll do our best to hold this hallowed ground.
No, it's not something about blue. It's something about rats and wolves.
Hey!
I remember.
Letters. Uh-oh. What do you remember? Welcome back to
The
Nightbane,
Alamo.
everyone. And Ox remembers what?
Nothing related to what we're doing. Don't
Okay.
mind me.
Oops. Ox just remembered it was his wife's birthday and forgot to get him a present. Anyway, no. So, welcome back to Nightbane. We are traveling through the forest, traveling through Wisconsin, heading to Canada, and out on one of our nightly walks, runs, whatever, travels, we heard the sound of a wolf, which we've learned that this particular sound is that vampire wolf. We found that there was, in fact, a wolf out there chasing a big rat. And the big rat was hurt. We decided to help. See who this rat boy is. We tried to dive bomb him with a tree, aka Ox. Hit the target, but didn't actually damage him. Stunned him, though, for 4 melee round actions, which we've done 1. Millie did the nice dive bombing with the stake. Lawrence staked him a little bit. The rat boy bit him, but didn't do any damage because he was biting him. And we're into combat round 2. Rat boy up first. Rat boy. Great. I need to look at something and I don't know where something is. Unfortunately, I don't think that in this form he can actually use a stake. Which is gonna
Rats
suck.
have little hands. Rats have little hands.
Yes, rats have little hands. I just need to look up the full rodent. The rat can use tools or weapons, but very poorly at a -6 to strike. Ouchie. Okay. Yes, he has little hands. He's not very proficient at using weapons, but he will attempt to pick up a stick and strike the wolf with it. Well, that equates to a 0. No, he didn't do it. Lawrence.
Good use of a stick, but better technique. Hit with stick.
Hit with stick.
Hopefully. Where's my d20? Where'd he go? Oh, there you are.
Natural 20.
No.
We
Other
know
way
the natural
around.
20 happy dance.
Mm-mm.
What?
Other way around.
Natural 1?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 1. Guess
What?
what? I have this modified critical miss table.
It's my weekly natural 1 in a combat. It's a 59%.
59%. Oh, wow.
Did I kill Rat Boy?
I need a D4, please.
Oh boy, which one of us did I just murder? I don't have any D4s out. Because I don't
That
have
means
any
you
out,
survive,
can we
right?
just not?
We can allow somebody else to roll a D4 for you.
I rolled a
Somebody
4.
want to decide his fate?
I'm a dead man. I rolled a 4.
I will do a d4. Oh, he got a d4?
Yeah, I pulled it out.
Okay.
I've got plenty of dice at hand.
And what'd you get?
4.
4. So, karma, there's a couple of sayings about karma, and don't dish it out if you don't want it to come back on you. So you just turn the guy, yeah, good use of a stick, but you need more better technique. And somehow you swung and struck yourself, and you knocked yourself totally out for 4 rounds. Not actions, 4
Have fun, y'all.
rounds.
I'm gonna sit down.
Boom. Anyway, Lawrence knocked himself out. Millie.
Yeah, I just give him a very judgmental look and just remain quiet for just a second. Before I.
Can't for just a second because this is fast.
Yeah, but then I
know.
thwack Matey Boy with my big stick again, and.
Okay.
God, where did it go? There it is. Okay. Does an 11 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Is he going to try, like, dodging or whatever? Oh,
He
no, he
can't.
can't! Oh, he's frozen!
He's
Oh, how
stunned.
fabulous.
2
Wonderful.
more actions.
Okay, so then my damage, that's gonna be just 5 dice, because I've got 4 for me plus 1 for the stick.
Yep.
So that's 5, that's 12, that's 14 damage, please.
14 damage it is. Awesome. And then it would be the vampire, but he can't do anything. Because
Loser.
he's still stunned and maybe even laughing a little bit on the inside. And a hawk. You're up.
Well, there we go. It's 18 for a dirty 20.
That's a hit. Roll your damage, sir.
Okay, now.
I really don't think you guys are in trouble 3-on-1. But
I'll decide who's in trouble around here. Thank you very much.
a couple more ones and we might be in trouble.
Let's see.
But it's a good thing I've been knocked out.
Correct. Okay. That is a bad set of rolls. 20 damage.
20 damage. It's not. You guys are taking him down pretty fast, but that's the end of combat round 2. You know, I just realized the sad truth behind this. Combat round 3.
What sad truth are you going to share with us, pray tell?
With how many actions he has, losing 4 of them is still going to mean he's going to be free attacking you guys.
Why would you remind me of this? I was having a good day.
Sorry.
I hadn't forgotten.
Rat Boy is going to try and strike again with the stick. He's kind of holding it, and he's using his tail to try and kind of help guide it. And that's an 8, which will become a 2, which is not going to help. Not in this situation, no.
Oh.
I'm giving him some penalties because he's trying to do something he's not proficient at, and if he overall rolls below a 4, he's going to miss with his -6 modifier. So unfortunately, he's not doing too good. Lawrence is out. Millie,
Oh boy.
third action.
Is it possible to hold an action for when he wakes up? No, I don't want to actually. I'm just going to hit him with the stick again. 9. And
They take your free hit.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll just smack the heck out of him. Okay. No, come back. Oh, no, it's in the floor. Try this again.
Maybe it
Okay.
ricocheted off the ground and came back and hit you in the head. Lawrence.
The dice.
It was a rock. We're trying to figure out how Lawrence knocked himself out with a piece of
NDC
Oh.
versus SDC, that's what I'm confused on.
So that is a 20 damage. No,
Yes.
no, because I have the extra 2. That's a 22 damage. My turn. All done.
Your stick did shatter when it hit yourself, of course, Lawrence, but
Good thing we
Oxy.
have a bunch extra. Question. As far as action expenditure,
Mhm.
if I wanted to look for an item on another person, grab it, and then hit the person with it, could I do that?
Not within the same action.
Okay, cool.
It would cost you an action to find the item.
Okay,
And because you only have 3, that would put you out of this combat round.
right. Hit him. Stake
him.
him in the face.
He's not looking good. This poor wolf is beaten up badly.
Well, I gotta see if I hit him first.
Yes.
I rolled a 2, so I did not.
Yay. At least you didn't roll a 1.
Yeah, this is a bad series of rolls
Okay.
in here.
Combat action round 4. Does anybody have a 4th action?
I do.
No one's conscious. Yeah.
No one that's conscious. Oh, hold it. Let me look at Rat Boy. Rat
I
Boy, how many
forgot we were
actions?
attacking a puppy.
You're attacking a puppy.
This
You know
is
what's
not a
even
puppy.
worse about puppies? Oh, he only has 3 attack actions as well. Rat Boy. If vampires weren't bad enough, vampires in wolf form get extra attacks. So, it's a strange 4th combat round as you all sit there looking at each other for that fraction of a second, no one knowing what to do. Combat round 5. He has actions. He has a very damaged rat. He has an unconscious Lawrence. He has a tree, which he's never seen before, and it's kind of freaking him out. And a
Oh,
moth.
this is a different man entirely. He's not one of the ones we've met before.
Doesn't seem to be. Since he hasn't turned into his vampire form, you don't know that for certain, because you didn't spend time studying their wolf forms, but you definitely tell he's a vampire. But he is staying in his wolf form like the others turned back into their vampire forms when they attacked.
Hmm.
So chances are he's different. Not the same. I'm just trying to figure out who he's going to attack, and I think he's going to attack Rat Boy. Because he's hurt pretty bad. And a 19 will definitely hurt him some more.
Rat Boy's gonna die too, and we've come over here for no reason.
And that is 10, 16, 27 points of damage. Okay. That's combat round 5. Combat round 6. Attack Rat Boy. Hits. is 10, 13, 22 points of damage. That was combat round 6. Combat round 7. And he still hits Rat Boy again. Ooh, that's a lot of 6s. $31 points of damage. I need to Rat Boy is not looking good. Not looking good at all. He's just about as bloodied up as the wolf is. That is the end of that combat round. Beginning a new combat round. Lawrence is still out. Combat round 2. And all that happened, folks, in 7 seconds. Eesh. So, Rat Boy is up. He's gonna try and attack again. As long as he keeps rolling low, he's not hitting yet. He's not very proficient with sticks. He's gonna need some help with stick fighting. Lawrence Millie, you're up.
I hit him with a stick.
Hit him with a stick.
With an 8.
He is gonna try and dodge. Eight was your final after your modifiers?
Yes.
Yep, he dodged.
So I don't hit him at all?
You don't hit him at all.
Okay.
Ox. Oh, hold it, Vamp. Kept skipping the Vamp so many times. Vampire is gonna try and hit the Rat Boy again. And does. Oh, why is he rolling so good? 10, 16, 25. 25 more points for Rat Boy. Oh boy, this is gonna be close. Now Ox.
Okay. Now's the time. That's an 11 on the die for a 13.
He's gonna try and dodge.
Okay.
He does.
Oh, this guy's just using all his actions to dodge.
He is. He's learned his action limit. That's unfortunately one of the nice bonuses of sitting there watching your opponents beat on you for a whole combat round. He knows where your action limits are. He knows his action limits now, and he knows he can burn action points and still pace you guys.
Well, fine. That sucks.
Vampires are not the funnest, but that's the end of combat round 1 of our combat action round 1 of round 2. Back to the top, Rat Boy. Rat Boy, come on, please. You're at the end of your life. Hey! He hit! Wow. So, this is going to go under claw damage, though. It's not a claw, it's a stick. Whoa, whoa. Okay. He hit a home run. He did 31 points of damage. You're getting the feeling that Rat Boy is strong and fast. He just doesn't know how to use a stick in combat very well. Millie.
I'm chuckling because you accidentally made a Twilight reference. I hit the vampire with a stick,
Yeah.
and I got a 1.
Awesome! Roll those percentage dice.
Oh boy.
Kids these days, am I right?
You just got no moral code.
The moral
Okay.
code is unconscious.
I got 3.
3?
3.
Double odd 3.
Yes.
No penalty.
No penalty?
No penalty.
Wonderful.
That's a good roll for a critical failure.
Anyone seen Leave It the Beaver, the movie, perchance?
No.
Okay, well then that reference means nothing to anyone.
Is this a beaver documentary?
Not at all. It's about a
Oh.
small child. He's getting bullied, and the
Oh.
bully says, "Kids these days, it's got no moral code."
Oh.
Well, the vampire attacked Rat Boy and missed, actually, this time. So, Ox, you are up.
Okay, here we go. That is a 15 on the die for 17.
He will try and dodge,
Bold move, Cotton.
and does not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Waste those action points. 24 damage.
Okay. Oh, close. So close. You have got him into the negatives. Combat action round 3. Rat Boy. You know what this is going to come down to? It's going to be who hits first. I really think. Rat Boy, can you hit? No, he rolled a 3. Rat Boy did not hit. Millie, can you hit him?
I got a 14. How do we feel about that?
Counting strike bonus.
Yeah. 13 on the die.
That will hit. He cannot dodge. He
Okay.
is saving his last action to hit.
Then I will smack him with my dice. And that is 8, 10, 14, plus 2, 16 damage.
He is down.
Shall we behead
Vamp-
him?
The vampire is down.
That didn't work
Unconscious.
last time. Ox would like to take his turn.
Ox, go for it.
So I didn't think about this last time, but I am thinking about it this time. I would like to use one of my special abilities. Well, it's my only ability. And I'm going to infect this wolfie and attempt to read its mind.
What? Ability?
Well, you did that to Lawrence.
Infectious control, but it's only the second part of it.
Yes. Okay.
It allows the Nightbane to search the memories of his victim. One piece of information can be extracted by spending an additional 5 PPE, and the victim gets a separate save to resist against the intrusion. I don't know if he gets to resist since he's down or whatever, but each memory search takes 1d6 minutes, and it's limited to one small bit of information at a time.
Okay. So,
I'm looking for intent, mostly, as far as, is this vamp a bad vamp? Are they all bad vamps? Yeah. Was he chasing after this guy because he's hungry or because he's just rude? You know.
Well,
have
the
you.
vamp saved.
Saved? How'd he save?
He's unconscious.
The vamp saved.
What? Well, no, mechanically, how did he save?
Yeah. You guys, everybody has immunities.
Uh-huh.
It falls under one of the vampire's immunities.
Okay, so if he wasn't immune though, how would it go?
You would have got something. But there's something else you need to worry about.
There's not like
I mean-
roll.
Yeah, it would be a roll.
Oh, okay.
The vampires regenerate as fast as you guys, if not faster. And your ability takes time. I don't think you want to be doing this a lot.
All right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I wouldn't do it. Yeah. After the first day, when I figured out he was immune, I wouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, he's immune. Just
Sure.
like Nightbane are immune to mind controls, you know. There's nothing conscious or unconscious that anyone could do to mind.
Okay.
use them to your
Well,
mind.
that's a shame.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with this vampire?
Where are we?
You were 3 hours into your journey. So let's say
So we started at the lake. Where's that lake? So many lakes.
yeah.
Ah, there it is, Wolf Lake. Okay. And we were
I'm gonna
headed
say,
towards the fitness
hey,
center.
you know what? Boy, that's just really convenient. You are right by Tommy Cemetery.
Oh, goody.
Strange. I don't know why there is a cemetery
It's
out
a
in
very
the middle
small
of
cemetery.
nowhere, but yes.
All right.
I will throw the coordinates out there just so.
I don't know what to do, if anything. Can I attempt to sort of stake him down, not for injury purposes, but in order so that it's harder for him to get up?
Sure.
I will try to do that.
Yeah, it's.
It goes through? What have you?
It goes through. Yeah, it's wood. As long as you're using wooden space, it's not.
Okay, I'll do that a couple of times, and then I'll say, we should probably move on from here. I don't know who you are, saying to the rat guy. You're welcome to come with us for the time being.
He says his name is Keith Joseph.
O'Keefe, huh? It's a strange name
Thanks.
for a rat.
Thanks you for your help. He didn't think he was going to be able to get away from him. Most
soon as-
things are not as fast as he is, but a wolf vampire is.
As soon as Lawrence wakes up, he's going to also stake the eyes of the vampire, the kneecaps of the vampire, the elbows of the vampire, the hands of the vampire. He's just going to riddle this thing with wood. Out of pure frustration. Very quietly, the whole time. Just
So what you're trying to do is make an enemy out of this vampire. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
You said the rat boy's name is Keith Joseph?
Yep. Keith
Indeed.
Joseph.
Okay.
You do see that he is healing, as Nightbane should. Nothing was preventing him from healing. It was just
Great. So,
running from him for a while. But he agrees we need to get moving.
yeah, my name is Ox, and yeah, let's get going. Ox will stay in tree form, hopefully signaling to Millie that he's not going to facade. And get our run on, I guess.
It's a run on. Well, Lawrence.
Hmm.
Percentage dice, please.
Okay.
I knew I was picking on the right person.
Yeah.
Because we need more excitement in this night. You got a not one?
Got not one.
Not one. How do you do these things? You are just so amazing.
I know.
Well, unfortunately on this table, remember how I like to re-randomize my tables?
Oh, yeah.
The one at the moment is nothing.
Hey, that's good.
That's why I asked.
Oh, it's the 100 on these tables. That's the Night Lord, you know.
Yeah.
It's the who?
Oh,
Don't worry
we'll get
about
around to that later. Don't worry about it.
Instant party kill. That's all you need to know right now. Instant party kill. It wouldn't even be a blink.
I
Boom, dead.
wouldn't even bother rolling. I'll just be like, I accept my fate. I'll start making the new character.
Okay, you guys head out. Start running. Start going to your spot that you had picked out to be camping. Just right past winter. Why anyone would call a town winter. But anyway, in Wisconsin. Up in the Finland State Forest. You get there. Sun is coming up. Do you stop?
Lawrence would suggest we don't. Those things can sense us. We should probably just keep moving for at least another day.
I think
Everybody's healed up that needs to be healed up. I don't think anyone took damage besides Rat Boy.
it seems as though they can track us regardless of distance unless we take some precautions. But I think a discussion needs to be had before that time.
Well, then let's just keep walking while we're talking.
I like your thinking, Lawrence. So, Keith.
Yeah.
What brings
Where you guys
you?
head?
I will just be walking randomly northeast.
Go ahead and pick out another 32-mile spot, somebody, you know. That will be your day's walk. You don't have to stop there. You can keep going at night. So if you want to pick out a 64-mile spot, that's fine.
Trying to where
That'll definitely
is
put
it?
you in the
Oh,
Canada.
there.
But we'll make some rolls. But we were talking too.
Okay. Okay, that seems like it's a spot. But what brings you to northern Wisconsin?
Wolf. Running. A group of us started out a couple days after dark day. One of them in the group had a spot in Canada they were trying to get to. Heard something, I don't really know where, but something about a resistance group or a safe place for Nightbane up in Canada. And a group of us started heading that direction. And we've been on the run and been hunted ever since. There were 10 of us to start with. Some hunters got us on a couple of days. Two of them broke off and decided to go a different direction. I don't know what happened to them. And then we ran into some vampires. And they've been slowly picking us off. We thought we got away. And there were just me and my friend Sal left, but we ran into another vampire 2 days ago. Killed Sal. And has been chasing and hunting me nonstop for 2 days. And I've been barely keeping ahead of him. Or not really keeping ahead of him, but barely keeping alive. And I've just been heading in this direction. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going. What brings you guys out this way?
Well, Millie, why don't you take over this part?
We were four. One of us was killed off by a vampire, and she gave us some coordinates to a place in Canada that apparently would be a safe location for Nightbane. That's all we know. She had been a Nightbane for an unknown amount of time before making our acquaintance. And
Before
we
Dark
only
Day.
got turned on Dark Day, yeah. So we really don't know anything. We're operating pretty much in the blind, aside from what she told us about heading north.
Interesting.
Do you know about the ley lines?
Yes.
You said someone had coordinates and you were heading there. Were they also turned on Dark Day?
Everybody else in the group was a Dark Day Nightbane except me.
How long have you been Nightbane?
Coming up on 67 years.
Ah, you're older than Anki Ox.
And do you spend all of this time in Morphos as a rat?
Since Dark Day I have, but pre-Dark Day, no. I was able to hide around. As long as I was careful, I could get by in society. It wasn't that big of a deal, but things have changed. Too many things have changed since Dark Day. Oh,
Tell us about it.
the Nightland denizens are coming across like crazy and hunting us like mad, and they seem to
So-
have government help now.
Start that again? Lawrence is suddenly very paying attention and suddenly out of his weird stupor. Nightland?
Oh boy, yeah, you guys are new.
Oh yeah,
I
we
guess
know nothing.
Florence. Was Florence a Dark Day?
All
Who?
Dark Day.
All Dark Day. Dark Day Nightmanes.
That's my sister. That's my uncle.
Okay. Nightbanes. I'll tell you what I know. As far as I know, Nightbane have been around as long as humanity's been around. But very, 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 very rare. Very, very rare. 1 out of 10 million rare. And from what I understand, because we, being that rare, we didn't have local meetups and get-togethers and had the local newspaper or anything. Information traveled very slowly, but Nightbane have always been around as long as humanity's been around. But a couple thousand years ago, how to put this so you guys, oh, you guys are gonna freak out anyhow.
Yeah,
A
we've been freaking out for
parallel
22 days now.
Earth came into be connected to this Earth. It's a parallel Earth, different dimension. I don't know how you want to explain it. Never been there myself, just putting it out there. But this is what's called the Nightlands. From what I understand, it is another Earth, except that Earth isn't populated by humans. Has no technology, no cities, no something else like that. But it's populated by these other beings called Night Lords. And the Night Lords have created all sorts of different species of creatures to serve them in the Nightlands. And 1,000 years ago, I wouldn't say that this parallel Earth was created. It just something happened that allowed them to start traveling between their Earth and our Earth. And they started hunting Nightbane. Now, we weren't very populated, we were very rare. Any Nightbane that were out in the public eye left the public eye, went into hiding, because up until then, there really wasn't anything that could challenge a Nightbane in the world. Vampires are problems, have always been a problem. But Night Lords and these other supernatural creatures that they created, hunters, seekers, taskmasters, hounds, doppelgangers, asmati, all sorts of plethora, snake creatures, lizard kings, all sorts of things. All the creatures from this other Earth, they're all supernatural creatures, and their whole focus has been to hunt down and kill Nightbane. And then, let's say, as humanity evolved and started becoming more organized on a global basis, say a couple hundred years ago, I think the Night Lords decided to start taking interest in humanity as well. And I don't know, maybe wants to rule them? Use them as a food source? Who knows? I don't know what their whole thing is, but they started taking humans as well as Nightbane. Not many, not anything that would be noticed, but started taking humans back across as well. Don't know what for. Now, again, Nightbane, very, very rare. Nightland creatures, very, very rare on Earth. Up until Dark Day. Dark Day changed the rules for everything. I don't know. It feels like Dark Day was their invasion attempt to actually possibly full out invade Earth. Maybe. Just my thoughts. I guess it didn't work, or something stopped them. Don't know. But they're here now, way in higher numbers than what they've ever been in before. They've seen the Nightlands, or the Nightland creatures, or the Night Lords have seemed to have taken control of most governments in one form or another, and I don't know how. Influence, control as an influence, not personally, because no one personally would, I'm sure, serve a Night Lord. I don't know what they look like, by the way, but all creatures from the Nightlands look hideous. But then all of a sudden it seemed like in balance, Nightbane got created in mass on Dark Day as well. Don't know if that was somebody's counter proposal to the invasion or why. Still don't know where or what controls Nightbane. What makes a human into a Nightbane. But it is something. All Nightbane were once human, you know. How do you get around that fact? Of course, who knows what else is out there in the world, in the universe? Who knows? But we are being hunted still. It definitely looks like the government's being controlled more by the Night Lord's influence. Yeah. Okay. Recap. What's your questions?
No, I think
So
it
you're
just
telling
converges
me-
into a series of theories.
You're telling me that not only are we some sort of magical freaks, but also there's a sci-fi nonsense going on as well with parallel Earth.
Yeah. Sure. But I
Millie,
wouldn't call us magical freaks. There is no evidence that magic created Nightbane.
We can cast spells. I think that's enough.
Can you cast magic?
from what we understood from Flora, no, we can't. What we can do is natural to us. It's just a capability. There's a difference, Millie. Read a comic book every now and then.
There you go. Yes, Nightbane. Some Nightbane can do magic. Definitely. More than humans can. Magic usually kills humans, but Nightbane can survive the process of learning how to do magic better. But anyway, it's still rare. I don't know magic, but I do know about it.
I don't think you're probably going to get the freak out that you expected. I mean, I used to work for the government. That's why we're running, and to a degree. She was a lawyer. He was just a forest ranger. We kind of got a sense that something was wrong.
Just
Lawrence. Just?
You lived in a forest for like all your life, just looking at trees and eating mushrooms.
And taking care of my niece and nephew when they came to visit.
Which is like a week out of the year. Is that the most significant thing you've done in the year? What about the other
Lawrence?
51? What?
Lawrence.
I'm in a bad mood, okay? Somehow I knocked myself out with a stick.
And that's a personal problem. Go take a walk.
Alright, fine.
Well, this is a very interesting conversation, if true. Which he'll say if true softly. And seemingly, we're all being called to the same place, which I find somewhat suspicious, but we don't have any other leads, so... You want to join the travel party, Keith?
Well, it definitely seems like you guys are more capable.
I
read
can
a
hit
lot of
things with
comic books.
sticks.
Well, that's good for, I guess, vampires.
And apparently
Well then.
Nightbane if it's in my hands.
In that case, you seem pretty fast. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes. I was a runner, athlete before I became Nightbane. So being Nightbane just enhanced it even more.
Oh. Well, very interesting. How much do you... This might seem like a personal question, but How much do you weigh?
Yeah, something I never figured out. A lot. I mean, how much does a wolf weigh? Huge wolf.
I think they can get up to about 180 pounds, 175,
Yeah.
180 pounds.
I know a wolf hound is about 150. I assume they would have to be similar-ish.
Actually.
Well, I was just talking about grey wolves the other day. It's about
Yeah.
175.
I was confirming your assessment.
Thank you.
That's right. Wolfhounds can weigh more than me.
So let's say 200 just to be safe.
Millie, can you carry another 200?
I forgot. How much did we say that Lawrence weighs?
Heavy.
It's very heavy, yeah. No, you cannot.
Like 700 to 800 pounds.
What if
Well, I
Keith goes into facade? How much
Look,
do you weigh in your
no,
facade
no.
form?
Lawrence comes strutting back. Okay, my walk's over. This guy's fast. I'm pretty sure if Millie's carrying us, this guy can keep up with us on the ground.
The point was to lose the scent.
I don't think they need scent.
You don't think so?
Plus, isn't there
Why
like
don't-
an herb or something that you could just
I
like
don't know. I
spread
tried to
around?
do that earlier. I couldn't find any of the herbs. I can look again.
We're in a different region, maybe.
I'll have a look. I'm gonna look. Have a search about for
Yeah.
plants, what have you, that can mask our scent.
Lawrence, but if anything, we're further north, and it's still early spring. I doubt there would be anything yet.
Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
Nature.
I think your herb skill?
100, though.
100?
Oh,
Yeah,
rolling a
D100, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
D100, not you rolled 100, because that would
Oh yes, an 11.
Ooh.
Well, also, I'm assuming Ox in his human form is about 200 pounds. If Keith is 200 pounds, if Ox is 200 pounds, and Lawrence is what, like 800, I'm still good. I can carry up to 1300. And that would add up to 12. So,
Yeah, but it's also more along the lines of one arm, two arm, and how are you carrying the third?
I've
under
got
the
arms.
armpits with my feet.
Yeah, and still flying. I'm
I
just
need a
gonna say,
basket.
I'm just gonna say right now, it's just too much.
That makes
3
sense.
people is too much to carry.
I believe in you, Millie.
Thank you. I know, I was really hoping I would be able to get extra arms as well, but just with all the other things I wanted for my character, I just couldn't get it. I just didn't
My
have enough
identified
space.
plants, fruits, 34. I'm not sure if that's the correct one to be utilizing.
Yeah. You do manage to find. Let's see here. Toot. Imagine that. The dice are working in favor of the storyline. You
Ooh.
find enough for one person.
Oh, very good. In that case, I will prepare those in a spreadable way, and then say, "Well, hold still, Keith. I'm gonna put this on you so you're harder to smell. If that's all right with you."
While he's applying that, can I ask you some questions, Keith?
Sure.
Well, first off,
Right.
can I apply it to you? You're another person.
Yes.
That feels weird.
Yes.
Okay, great. Get that
no,
on.
it's, yeah,
Rub the rat.
consent is important, yeah. Vampires.
Vampires.
We've had 3 hunting us as well. And you said you had
Yeah, I
some
think we
hunting
ran into
you?
them. That's what took out a majority of the party.
Right. How common are they? Because I honestly just didn't expect to run into another Nightbane who's being hunted by different vampires. That was a different one. I didn't recognize that one.
Yeah, that was from your perspective, fourth vampire.
Yeah, it
For
was-
mine, probably about the 10th one this month.
This month?
This
Yeah.
This-
Okay, prior to Dark Day, how often had you encountered?
Vampires are way more common than Nightbane were. Most major cities had at least a couple hundred.
Whoa. That is not what I expected. Okay.
Probably maybe 1 million on the planet right now.
That was the panic. Okay, right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. What about other critters? Like werewolves, will-o-wisps, wendigos,
Loch Ness Monster.
Probably
Sasquatch.
Nightbane.
Right. Okay.
What about
But
Kelpies?
there's always, singles. One Loch Ness, one Sasquatch. More rare. What was your question?
Kelpie?
Helpy?
Mm-hmm.
What's a helpy?
Kelpie. Kelpie. It's a are you asking this in character or is the DM?
Both is fine.
Okay. It's, I believe, a Scottish water horse. It drowns children.
Yeah.
As an oversimplification of events.
How do you know of one I don't?
Haven't ever met one, so don't know, but from what I understand of the world, if something like that exists, it probably was a Nightbane, and chances are the story got construed by humans to be scary.
What about the old Mothman from like the 70s?
Probably Nightbane, or it could have been made up as well, Humans like their movies or stories. But everything is usually based on a Nightbane at some point.
Because we're from the same region.
Does our self-conscious kind of fuel what we turn into? Because I dealt a
No.
lot with weapon manufacturing and swings around his gun arms.
From what I understand, no. It's random.
Random or genetics random?
Random.
Huh.
I mean, look, I'm going to assume you two introduce yourselves as brother and sister. Nothing genetic there that's a match. As far as your Nightbane forms.
Thank the heavens.
That makes sense.
I mean, her last name is Mothman, so...
Maybe the real Mothman was the friends we made along the way.
Could have been. Never know.
Okay, Flora said something about the gods were probably Nightbane too.
Of ancient times? Probably. The old Egyptian gods, the Aztec gods, Mayan gods. You look at the pictures of them, half animal, half man. Probably Nightbane that were out in the open and then disappeared once the parallel Nightland showed up. And they started getting hunted by something that could actually hurt them.
You ever kill a hunter?
That was the snake thingy, right?
No, it was a different thingy. The hunter was a thing after. According to Flora. Who's dead now, by the way. Vampires killed her. We've lost people too.
Yeah. No, I've never killed any of the Nightlands creatures. I always ran. Very good at running.
Or not,
Because
apparently.
they seem to be able to. I mean, prior to Dark Day, they hunted in packs. Nightbane weren't in packs, so it was always a numbers game. After Dark Day, well, it might be a little bit more even, but now they got government help, so it's still a numbers game and a resource game.
Taking control of the government. Merging. Lawrence is going to fall silent and start what probably Ox and Millie would recognize as his super thinky face.
Well, as we've had that lore dump, tune in next week and find out what we do with this lore dump.
Woohoo!
As we have a new member to the party who hopefully might be a little bit more helpful than the last one. Thank you all, and tune in next week.
The end may have closed for now. We hope you met a friend this go